Welcome back to English Sprout TV. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma. Today we're tackling something that confuses almost every beginner English learner, articles. Those tiny little words, a, an, and the.
They seem so small, right? Just 3 letters or less. But here's the thing. If you use them wrong, native speakers notice immediately. It doesn't stop them from understanding you, but it makes your English sound less natural.
Exactly. And the worst part, many languages don't even have articles. If you speak Chinese, Japanese, Russian, or Korean, this concept might be completely new to you. So today, we're going to break it down into simple rules that actually stick.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly when to say a dog, when to say an apple, and when to say the dog. No more guessing. Ready, Emma?
Let's do it. Welcome to English Sprout TV.
Okay, before we jump into rules, let's make sure we're on the same page. What exactly is an article?
Good question. Articles are basically small words that come before nouns, and nouns are people, places, things, or ideas. So before you say book, city, or teacher, you often need an article.
Right. And in English, we have 2 types of articles, indefinite and definite.
Indefinite articles are a and an. They mean one of many or anyone, not specific.
And the is the definite article. It means this specific one, or you already know which one I'm talking about.
Let me give you a quick example. If I say, I saw a dog in the park, I'm using a because I'm introducing the dog for the first time. It's any dog. You don't know which one.
But if I say, I saw the dog again yesterday, now I'm using the because we both know which dog I'm talking about, the one I mentioned before.
That's the basic idea. And honestly, if you only remember that difference, you're already ahead of most beginners. First mention, a or an. Second mention, the.
Simple, right? But let's go deeper because there are more rules and they really help.
All right, let's talk about a versus an. This is where a lot of people mess up.
The classic mistake. People think it's about the letter. If the word starts with a vowel letter, A, E, I, O, U, use an. If it starts with a consonant letter, use a.
And that's almost right, but not completely.
Yeah, it's not about the letter, it's about the sound at the beginning of the word.
This is super important. Let me give you an example. The word university. It starts with the letter U, which is a vowel. But do we say an university?
No, we say a university because the first sound is U, like the letter Y. It's a consonant sound, even though the letter is U.
Exactly. A university. The sound is what matters.
Another one, hour. H is a consonant letter, but the H is silent. The first sound is ow, a vowel sound. So we say an hour, not a hour.
An hour. That one confuses so many people. And here's another, honest. H is silent again. He is an honest person.
Right, and the opposite too, European. Starts with E, but the first sound is U again. She is a European traveler.
So let's make this crystal clear. Use N before words that start with a vowel sound. A, E, I, O, U sounds. Use A before words that start with a consonant sound.
Let's practice together. I'll say a word and you decide, A or an.
Okay, ready. Apple. An apple, vowel sound.
Banana.
A banana, consonant sound.
Umbrella.
An umbrella, vowel sound.
Uniform.
A uniform, U sound, consonant.
Elephant.
An elephant, vowel sound.
One.
A one-way street, wait. O is a vowel letter, but the sound is one. The W sound is a consonant, so it's a one-way street.
Perfect, you're getting it. And that's the rule that separates good English from great English. Native speakers don't think about letters, they think about sounds.
One more tricky one, abbreviations and acronyms. NMBA, because M is pronounced M, vowel sound. N FBI agent. F is F, vowel sound. But a NASA scientist. N is N. Wait, that's a vowel sound too.
Actually, a NASA scientist is correct because we say the acronym as a word. NASA starts with the N consonant sound. But if we spell it out like an NASA employee, then it's an because N is N.
Ooh, that's advanced, but good to know. The key is always what sound comes out of your mouth first.
Okay, we've mastered a and an. Now let's talk about the big one, the.
The is the most common word in the English language. Seriously, it appears more than any other word in written English.
And yet, it's the one learners struggle with the most because the has so many uses. But don't worry, we're gonna break them into bite-sized rules.
Rule number 1 for the, use it when both the speaker and listener know which specific thing we're talking about.
For example, if I say, close the door, you know which door. There's only one door in this room, or it's obvious which one I mean.
Or if I say, I love the coffee here, I mean this specific coffee at this specific cafe, not coffee in general.
Right, compare that to, I love coffee, no article, because I'm talking about coffee in general, all coffee, everywhere.
That's actually a huge distinction. When we talk about things in general, we often use no article at all. Dogs are friendly, not the dogs are friendly, unless I mean specific dogs.
Exactly, I like music, general, no article. I like the music in this movie, specific, use the.
Let's do another example. Life is beautiful, general, no article. How is the life in New York? Wait, no, actually we still don't use the there. It's how is life in New York?
Good catch. Life in that sense is still general, even with a location. But if I say he ruined the life I had planned, now it's specific, my specific life plan. So the works.
These nuances take time, but the core idea is solid. The equals specific and known. No article equals general and abstract.
Rule number 2 for the, use it with things that are unique. There's only one of them in the context.
For example, the sun, the moon, the sky, the earth, the internet, the president, the queen.
In our world, there's only one sun, so we say the sun, not a sun, unless we're talking about other stars in science fiction, but in daily life, it's always the sun.
Same with the sky, the weather, the government, the economy. Even though many governments exist in the world, when we say the government, we mean our specific government.
And here's a fun one, the plus superlatives. She is the best singer. This is the most beautiful city. He is the tallest in his class.
Because superlatives point to one specific thing at the top. There's only one best or most beautiful in a given category, so the is required.
Also, ordinal numbers, the first, the second, the third. I live on the 3rd floor. This is the first time I've tried sushi.
And the with adjectives as nouns when we mean a group, the rich, the poor, the elderly, the unemployed.
Yes, the rich should help the poor. We're talking about rich people and poor people as groups. The adjective becomes a noun and it needs the.
This is getting into intermediate territory, but it's so useful. Native speakers use these structures all the time.
Okay, geography time. This is where the gets really interesting and really confusing.
Let's start with the easy part. We use the with rivers, the Nile, the Amazon, the Thames, oceans and seas, the Pacific, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, deserts, the Sahara, the Gobi, mountain ranges, the Alps, the Andes, the Rockies, groups of islands, the Maldives, the Philippines, the Bahamas.
But we do not use the with continents, Asia, Europe, Africa, not the Asia. Most countries, France, Japan, Brazil, not the France. Cities, London, Tokyo, Cairo, not the London. Individual mountains, Mount Everest, Mount Fiji, not the Mount Everest.
Individual lakes, Lake Victoria, Lake Superior, not the Lake Victoria.
But wait, there are exceptions and they're annoying.
Yeah, countries with plural names or descriptive words get the United States, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, the Philippines, the Czech Republic.
And some countries that used to be regions or territories, the Ukraine. Actually, wait, that's controversial now. Most style guides say just Ukraine without the, but historically people said the Ukraine. Good point. Language changes, and the Gambia, that's official. The Bahamas, the Maldives, those are island groups, so they follow the group rule.
Here's a memory trick I teach my students. If the name includes of, United, Kingdom, Republic, or if it's plural, use the. The United States of America, the Republic of Korea, the Philippines because it was named after King Philip, and historically, the Philippine Islands.
And for everything else, know the. Simple as that. I visited Japan. She lives in Paris. We hiked Mount Kilimanjaro.
Let's practice. Alex, where did you go last summer?
I went to the Philippines and visited the beaches of Palawan. Then I flew to Japan and saw Mount Fuji. Know the for Japan or Mount Fuji.
Perfect. And I went to the United Kingdom, saw the River Thames, but skipped the Lake District. Wait, actually, the Lake District is a region, so the is correct.
Yes, because it's a specific named region. The Lake District, the Riviera, the Midwest. Regions often get the.
Geography is tricky, but if you learn the patterns, you get it right 95% of the time.
Okay, we've talked a lot about when to use articles, but what about when not to use them? This is called the zero article, and it's just as important.
We already touched on this. General concepts with no article. Love is blind, time flies, money can't buy happiness.
Also, meals when we talk about them generally. I eat breakfast at 8, not I eat the breakfast at 8, unless it's a specific breakfast. The breakfast we had yesterday was amazing.
We already touched on this. General concepts with no article. Love is blind, time flies, money can't buy happiness.
Also, meals when we talk about them generally. I eat breakfast at 8, not I eat the breakfast at 8, unless it's a specific breakfast. The breakfast we had yesterday was amazing.
Modes of transport with by. I go to work by car, by bus, by train, by plane. No article. But if you say I take a bus or I'm on the train, then you need an article.
That's a crucial distinction. By plus transport equals no article. In or on plus transport equals article needed.
Days, months, and seasons. On Monday, in July, in winter, no article. But in the winter of 2020, specific winter, so the.
Yes, because it's a specific named region. The Lake District, the Riviera, the Midwest. Regions often get the.
Geography is tricky, but if you learn the patterns, you get it right 95% of the time.
Okay, we've talked a lot about when to use articles, but what about when not to use them? This is called the zero article, and it's just as important.
We already touched on this. General concepts with no article. Love is blind, time flies, money can't buy happiness.
Also, meals when we talk about them generally. I eat breakfast at 8, not I eat the breakfast at 8, unless it's a specific breakfast. The breakfast we had yesterday was amazing.
All right, let's talk about the mistakes we see over and over again. If you fix these, your English instantly sounds better.
Mistake number 1, using the with people's names. I met the John yesterday. No, just I met John yesterday. We don't use the with proper names.
Unless it's a family plural, the Smiths, the Smith family, or for emphasis, he's the John Smith who wrote that book, but that's rare.
Mistake number 2, I am a engineer. No, engineer starts with a vowel sound, engineer, so it's an engineer.
Mistake number 3, I go to the school every day. If you're a student, you say I go to school, no article. The school means the building itself, not the activity of studying. I went to the school to pick up my sister, you're visiting the building.
Same with hospital and British English. He went to hospital, he's a patient. He went to the hospital, he's visiting. In American English, it's usually the hospital either way.
Mistake number 4, I like the dogs. If you mean dogs in general, say I like dogs. Use the dogs only if you're talking about specific dogs. I like the dogs in my neighborhood.
Mistake number 5, she is a honest person. Remember, it's the sound. Honest starts with a vowel sound. An honest person.
Mistake number 6, I live in the New York. No article with city names. I live in New York, but I live in the United States. Country name with United, so the.
And mistake number 7, my personal pet peeve. Can you pass me the salt at dinner? This is actually correct because there's only one salt shaker on the table. Both people know which one. So the is right, but beginners often say a salt, which is wrong.
Great example of when the feels natural because the context makes it specific. Language is about communication, not just rules.
Let's put this all together in a real conversation. Listen carefully for the articles or the lack of them.
Hey, Alex, do you want to grab a coffee after work?
Sure, there's a new cafe on the corner of Main Street. I heard the coffee there is amazing.
Oh, I know the place. I went there last week with a friend from the office.
Wait, the office? I thought you worked from home now.
I do, but I went in for a meeting on Tuesday. Anyway, the cafe has an outdoor garden. It's perfect for a sunny day.
That sounds great. I'll meet you there at 5. Oh, and should I bring an umbrella? The weather forecast says rain.
Good idea. The rain here is unpredictable. See you at the cafe.
Let's count them. A, the, an, the. That's 14 articles in a 30-second conversation, and every single one follows a rule we just learned.
Articles are everywhere. Once you train your ear, you'll hear them constantly, and more importantly, you'll start using them naturally.
Let's do a lightning-fast recap before we wrap up.
A and an are indefinite, one of many, first mention. Use an before vowel sounds, a before consonant sounds. It's about sound, not spelling.
The, definite, specific, already known, superlatives, ordinal numbers, rivers, oceans, mountain ranges, and countries with plural or descriptive names.
No article, general concepts, meals, transport with by, languages, sports, days, months, seasons, and unique job titles.
And the golden rule. First mention a/an, second mention v. I saw a cat, the cat was black.
If you only remember one thing from this episode, remember that. Now, your homework. We want you to practice in the comments. Write 3 sentences, one with a or an, one with the, one with no article at all. We'll check them and give you feedback. Here's an example. I bought an orange at the market. The orange was sweet. I love fruit.
See? A, V, and no article, all in 3 sentences. Drop yours below.
And if this episode helped you, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to share this with more English learners who are struggling with the same thing.
Subscribe to English Sprout TV for new episodes every week. We cover grammar, vocabulary, real-life conversations, and everything you need to speak English with confidence.
You can also visit our website, EnglishSproutTV.com, for free worksheets, transcripts, and bonus exercises.
Thanks for spending this time with us. Keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep growing. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
See you soon.